Good to see you again.
Likewise.
Yes, thank you, Hello. Hi.
I don't know where everyone was sitting prior, so I'm just going to sit.
Prior? There's no.
Well, there was already people in here, and then they kicked everyone out.
Oh, really? Oh, well, it's all good. It's all fine.
I'll wait till there's a free seat. Don't want to take any
Sitting
spot.
here, I can move.
I don't want to be here with
Pretty
a bag.
imposing, I know. That's what I said too. I was like, the only one who could steal things around here is me.
Well, it looks like nobody's going to sit in the front. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Everybody's always afraid of that.
Let's go.
Hello.
Leg room, arm room.
Okay. What's the microphone situation? Do I need to be mic'd?
You don't have to if you don't want.
Okay, but just to be detected on there, is it necessary? Because I was thinking about moving around, but I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, on the camera?
It'll pick up regardless?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You want me to mute the mic?
Oh, no, it's fine. I just didn't know if I needed to like hold it and carry it kind of situation. Hello. It's so nice to see all of you. Hello. Hello. It's nice to see everyone's faces. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello. Okay. So today is all about how to quick hack your emotions when you're in front of the mic. There is a technique that is really awesome that I love so much. I'm going to take this off a few times to demonstrate some things. But for right now, I'll just leave it on. It's called the ALBA technique. And has anyone heard of this technique before? ALBA work? Okay. So I learned this and became certified in it when I was in my third year of grad school. I went to Southern Methodist University for my master's in acting. And I had a really great voice professor named Ann Schilling, and she taught me these things. And they have been so helpful, so helpful. Because, bless you, because as actors, for those of us in the room who are actors or who are wanting to be actors, it can be a really hard thing to be tasked with, okay, we need you to cry right now, you know? Or, okay, need you to get angry right now. Or, we need you to laugh. Laughing on cue is so strange. It's so strange. Ridiculously harder than it seems. So there are certain things that we can do with our physical body and our breath that will automatically put our bodies into those states of being. And I am here to demonstrate and have some folks demonstrate if they want to today. The first one that I wanted to talk about, how many of you were here at the panel yesterday? Okay, we've got a few. Okay. All right, because I gave away a little bit yesterday, but I don't want to give away too much today. Do I have anyone who would be willing to demonstrate? Be willing to physically volunteer? Yeah? Okay. All right. Oh, I was
okay.
but I will hit you next.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, come on up. What's your name?
My name's Aspen.
Aspen, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so we are going to work together and demonstrate one of the 5 emotions that we're going to go through. And I'm not going to preface with what this is. I'm going to have you guess and see what it is that you think Aspen is conveying. Okay, is it all right if I take my mask off?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I just ate lunch. I'm sorry if I smell like
I did too.
Okay, so, all right. So first thing, I'm going to have you make fists. Okay? And really tense those arms. How do you feel about touch? Are you okay with touch, or would you prefer non-touch?
Non-touch.
Okay, non-touch. I'm just going to guide you through my voice. So fist, yes, press hard. Put one foot out in front of the other. Lean into it. Now lean forward. Now press hard. What do we notice about Aspen's face? What's going on with her jaw right now?
Tense.
It's tense, right. Bring it a little more forward. Your jaw a little more forward. Almost like you're a dog with a bone. Okay. Yep. Tight. Tense those muscles. Now, right here, look at my eyes. top part open, but just yes, yes, yes. Now breathe through your nose. Tense even more. Tense even more. Tense in your core. Tense here. Now say, you're done. You're done. Say it again. You're done. Give me more jaw. Push this forward. You're done. You're done. What emotion is this? Anger.
Anger.
Hey, anger. Did you start as angry?
No.
Yeah. Cool. And that took all of like 30 seconds to get there. Now, to release that, what's so awesome is our bodies have something called the parasympathetic nervous system. There's a sympathetic nervous system and a parasympathetic nervous system. And it's all about hacking those things. So we want to reset so we're not still carrying the anger. So you just shake it out. You shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Awesome. Cool. All right. And now we've dispelled the anger. Interesting fact. In the wild, animals, when they are scared, deer, for example, you know the deer in the headlights expression? So if a deer is afraid, they freeze like this, because we have fight, flight, or freeze response. I didn't know about freeze till I was in my 30s, and then I was like, oh, yes, hello, that is me. It's not always fight or flight, there's also just stay in evaluation mode. So deer will freeze, the predator leaves, and then they'll shake like this. They just literally shake. They have to do this. It saves their lives because it reprograms their parasympathetic nervous system. If they did not shake, they would die because all of that excess energy and tension and stress has to go somewhere. So they shake it off, and then it's gone. They dispel it. We are animals too, obviously, big talking mammals here, and we can do the same thing. We just shake it off. Yogis might know this, but standing on your head can also switch up your emotional life. If you stand on your head, I'm not going to do it in here, but if you stand on your head, your blood is rushing to different places and you're reorganizing your physicality and your thoughts, and you can completely change the vibe and mood. So if you're stressed out, or if you're sad, or any of those things, try standing on your head or leaning off the couch. Yes, question.
Isn't that like the same principle with fake it till you make it with smiling?
Say again?
Isn't it like the same principle how they say if you're in a bad mood, smile and you'll fake it till you make it?
It's almost like that, except you are literally doing the physical actions of joy or fear or sadness or any of those things. So you're telling your body to go to this place, and it doesn't know the difference between fake joy and real joy. Your body is in that state. You're mirroring what's really happening.
So it's just a couple extra steps to bring it further.
Yes, exactly. So it's not even that you have to fake it. You're really doing it, which is cool. Are you game for one more?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's see how I am on time. Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay. All right. So this one, just mirror me, if you would. Okay. We're just loose in our heels. You can kind of bounce on your heels. And just let the breath go. You can make sound, phonate. Yes. Yes. Even more. Let's all do it. Just a blow through your lips. Come on, Michael. You got it. Yeah. Let's shake it out. Just diffuse the energy. Dispel the energy. Just get it away. So now what I'm going to have you do, now that we're in this buoyant body, kind of let your pelvis lean forward. And you can let your chest kind of go back. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, it's all connected. Okay. And you've got a loose belly. It may be like pushed forward, but you got a loose belly, and you're just light. Let's walk around the room a little bit. Just be light. You can, put it on a chair or whatever. throw it. Yes. So you just rock around the room being light and just bouncy. And now, exactly. So now, we're just gonna push out some air through our mouth. And you can do this with your hand. It kind of signals to your brain, push out the air. And don't take an inhale until you absolutely have to. And take a little inhale. Push it back out again. Little inhale. Little sip of air. Push back out. So just little tiny sips of air. Got that? Yeah. Corners of your mouth, lift up. Crinkle the sides of the eyes, crow's feet. Push it out. Little sip of air. Okay. Just make sound. Got it. Keep walking around the room. Little sip of air. There you go. Through your mouth. Yes! Yes! Great job! Okay, if you had to ascribe an emotion to that, what do we think, or state of being? What do you think that one was?
Laughing.
Joy.
Elated.
Joy. I heard joy.
Joy.
That's a word that we like to use. But yes, those are all like symptoms of joy. It's like laughing and smiling and all those things. So when we're putting in our body a very specific state of being, then our body automatically, I don't know if you noticed this, but Aspen, when we were in the pushing out the breath and then just take little sips of air and just moving your body like this, you naturally started lifting the corners of your mouth a little bit and your eyes started to go because your body thinks, it's like, oh, I know this feeling. This is laughter. This is fun. And then naturally it just started to go, exactly, it just started to come out. And when we're laughing, does anyone have that feeling, or has anyone had the feeling of laughing till your stomach hurts?
Yes.
Yes.
And your body kind of hurts? You're at an oxygen deprivation. So you can barely get a breath in because you're laughing so hard and your abs hurt. And and every time you try to take a breath, it's just a little sip of air and then you push back out, which makes you laugh even harder because you cannot get a breath. So oxygen deprivation is a big part of laughter. And then you just become silly and goofy and wild. Can we get a round of applause for Aspen? Amazing example. Thank you so much. Okay. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm doing great. All right. So I have 3 more that I would like to go through. Excuse me while I hydrate. Do I have another volunteer who would be, yes? Come on. All right. I will get more of you if y'all are interested in coming up. Okay. All right. Which one do I want to do next? Oh, there's actually 6. Okay.
Counting's hard.
Counting is hard. All right. So with this one, it's kind of similar to what we did with Aspen, but it's almost working in reverse. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up. That means
Get serious.
Yeah. Okay.
Fight Club.
So you can just stand in neutral as you are. Yeah. If you don't mind facing the front.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You might come a little bit farther out.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit farther out from the screen. Good, good, good. Okay. Start breathing with me up here in your clavicle. So we can take like big deep breaths in our belly, like we're singing opera or something, right? This task is going to be the shallow breathing, almost like the hyperventilating kind of thing, but not that fast. So just moving your collar. How do you feel about hands-on? Would you prefer no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right. All right, I'm going to put my hands here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to want to breathe into this. Here. Good. Yep. instead of pushing this way, we're going to push against this way. So hands splayed like this. This foot back, pressed against, like you're pressed against a wall. A little bit straighter. Good, good, good. Clavicular breathing. Through your nose, faster. Eyes wide. Scan. Scan the room. Don't turn your head. Just scan the room. Scan the room. Follow my finger. There you go. Breathe through your nose faster. Stiffer body. Push harder. Push harder. Eyes wider. Look around. Scan the room. Search. It could be anywhere. Search for it. Press harder.
I see it.
Okay.
That little white nun right there.
What would this one be?
Fear.
Yeah.
Fear! Great! So what are some things that were indicators of fear?
The heavy breathing, like breathing, the scanning, the panic.
Yes.
The tension.
Yeah.
Tension. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like if we were doing a pantomime or something and we didn't have words, we could still read, like if this were a ballet or something, we could still read like, oh, this character is afraid. And it's so interesting because we have something called mirror neurons where when we're watching someone do something on stage or in film, our bodies register that in ourselves and we start to breathe the same way. So when we see Brandon, it's Brandon, yes? Yes. When we see Brandon breathing like that, automatically we get a little bit tighter because we are empathetic creatures. Most of us. No, I'm just kidding.
Where's the danger?
Yes.
You're looking at my kid when you said that.
Yes. And so we can feel, oh my gosh, yeah, whoa, whoa, you're scared of something. I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit freaky. So now, how do we introduce this into voice acting? So you're in the booth, you know, it's a Tuesday, they've called you in at 10 a.m., which means you had to get up at, 7:30, so you can have your coffee, drive across town, fight the traffic, do all that stuff, get in the booth, get warm, get ready. And they're like, all right, this scene that you've never seen before, you have no idea what the script is, you may not even know what the show is, because sometimes you get no notice. They're gonna say, okay, in this scene you're really scared, somebody has, come to kill you, and you're hiding in the dark, and you don't know where they are, and they're coming to find you. They're like, Brandon, here we are, we're going to find you. And you're just supposed to voice that. Well, it's 10 a.m., and you're very tired, and because you've been working all day yesterday, and it's a hard time. Being an actor can sometimes be very physically demanding and mentally demanding. So we give ourselves tips and tricks to get around that. So we're going to pretend it's as if Brandon is in the booth right here, and I'm the director, and I say, Brandon, for this next bit, for this next line, I want you to say, I don't want anything. Just say, I don't want anything, and you gotta be really, really scared, like a level, on a scale of 1 to 10, like a level 7, okay? So we're gonna be like at a level 7, and you're just gonna say, I don't want anything, whenever you're ready.
I don't want anything.
Good, good, let's go deeper. All right, so first, let's get tense, okay? Clavicular breathing. So we're breathing up here. Our lower body is not moving at all. It's just that really shallow breath that we're doing. Good through the nose. And I'll tell you when to go. I'll tell you when to go. Okay. So your weight further back on this leg.
Okay.
Okay. It's as though you're against a wall. Splay your hands. Okay. Splay your hands. Push against the wall. Push against the wall. Okay. Eyes wide. Eyes wide. Scan through your nose. Breathe through your nose. Eyes wide. Search. 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 More. Yeah. I don't want anything.
I don't want anything.
Don't think about it. Just say, I don't want anything.
I don't want anything.
Say it again.
I don't want anything. I don't want anything.
One more time.
I don't want anything.
Level 10. Level
I
10.
don't want anything.
Quicker.
I don't want anything.
Good. And now, to reset your system, because your body's like, whoa, I was really scared just now. That was really freaky. We're going to shake that. And blow air through your lips. And walk around the room. Yay! Yeah, shake it out, shake it out. Woo! Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Try to get some movement in your back, too. Invite that animal spine. Animals are always, I was just talking about this earlier. My dog and my cat, they're always stretching. They're always doing this.
Especially when your cat's like,
Oh, yes. And you're like,
yeah.
ooh, that looks
Yes,
good.
right.
Yes. We are animals, too. Stretching is great for us, too. We just sometimes forget to do it because we're like, oh, God, what is this next thing? I got to type this, and I got to go here, and I got to do this. And inviting that animal spine, that spine that moves around in circular motions, not just forward and back, but all around, can loosen up so much stuff, including stress and tension. Yeah, just moving it around helps so much. So let's try that. Let's do hips in a figure 8. Get spicy with it. Chiquita banana. Chiquita banana. Chiquita banana. It's fun to just say weird things. And then just shake it out. Yeah. Jump up and down a few times. Touch something. Touch something. Ground yourself. Touch something. What does this feel like? Loud and hard. Okay.
Right next to it.
Touch this chair.
Okay.
What does it feel like?
Very cold.
Very cold. Okay. Touch this wall. What does this feel like?
Rough.
What color is it?
White.
Great.
Really look at it.
Okay. Present moment. We're in the present moment. We're not in fear anymore.
Right.
We've left that moment. It's in the past.
Until I get back to that chair.
You won't be, because you've done excellent. I mean, that was excellent. Great
Yes.
work.
Woo.
Am I right? Yes. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we went from awesome. You started out as awesome, but I could tell you were in your head a little bit. You were thinking, how am I going to say this line?
Right.
Which of course is a normal thing to wonder, and you're like, oh fuck, like this voice actor, excuse me, sorry.
You start worse.
This voice actor is asking me to voice act on the spot, like what is this, a test or whatever? It's not a test, it's just an exercise. So, and we all do it, we all get in our heads, especially like really cerebral people. So the goal is to get into our bodies, get out of our heads, get into our bodies, and just get into a responsive place. So it's just a physical response. And if our bodies are in that space, we don't have to think and work as hard. Our bodies will tell us how to say the lines. We don't have to think about it, it just happens. So Brandon, that was amazing. Okay, so we've done fear, we've done joy, we've done anger. Okay, got 3 more. Am I doing it on time? Doing great. All right, 10 minutes on each of them. All right. May I get another volunteer? All right. Yes, sir, Mr. Michael. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, for this one, you're actually, yeah, you're good. You're good staying here. Okay. All right. So we're starting in neutral. Hands by your side. Starting in neutral. Loose body. Feet parallel. Yeah. You shake it out. Shake it out. Okay. We're just going to start to notice the power of gravity, the weight of our feet, the feeling of our heels, the soles, balls of our feet against the floor, and how heavy that is. Suddenly, our knees start to bend, legs start to feel a little bit heavy. And we can round out the back a little bit. round up and back a little bit. Good. Yeah. Just let it pull you. Let it pull you slowly. Gravity's hard. Yeah. Gravity pulling you down. You can round out the spine a little bit. Things here. Do you like hands on? Is that okay? Or okay. All right. So round out a little bit more. Let your hands hang down. Just like this. Yeah. Feel the weight of your hands. Okay. And let it take you to the ground slowly. Go to the ground slowly. Y'all might want to stand up for this part because it's going to be on the floor. So, okay, I forgot to mention that, but okay. So yeah, you can just let it take you to the ground slowly. Okay, and you can just sort of melt whenever you're ready, just like onto your side into like a, yeah, there you go. Just melting onto the floor, but still this way, Okay. So your body is no longer the buoyant, joyful bounce around the room. Your body weighs 10,000 pounds. It has never been heavier. Your bones are made of cement. Your muscles are made of steel. Everything is just the heaviest substance on earth. Look out this way. Corners of your mouth looking down. Now push out. In little waves of this. And then sniff in through your nose. What do we think this one is?
Depressed.
Sadness.
Yeah. How do we know?
The like
He's gonna start crying.
When we feel sad, how does our body feel?
Heavy.
It's
yeah.
heavy. For whatever reason, sadness is such a powerful feeling. And Michael is doing really well with this. He's an excellent model. Okay. I'm gonna put hands on. So now, to come out of this, well, we'll stay in it for just a second longer. Stay. So in the booth, we don't want to stay in this. We can't obviously be lying down on the floor.
We set up a microphone, right?
So you can stand up, but try to stay in this state that you're in. Just heavy. It's really hard because you have to move a really heavy body and everything. Okay. So we'll remember we're pulling down, pulling down. Pull down right here. Can everybody pull down so we can smile like this? You can pull down. You can pull down hard. There you go. Let the tension build. Pull down hard. Good. Furrow your brow. Tense it here. Good, 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 good. Still look out. Still look out. But your gaze is down. Your gaze is down. Limper body. Limper body, limper arms. Yeah. Okay, and I want you to say, I can't. I can't. Go deeper. I can't. I can't. Pull down harder. On a level 10 in front of the mic, I need you to say, I can't. I can't. Good. All right, now shake that out. And jump around. Yes, round of applause. Okay, come on. Okay. And we shake that out because that one is a doozy. Sadness can be really overpowering, you know? So that one we definitely want to shake out. Woo. Woo. And you come back to the present moment, you touch the table, and really pay attention to what it feels like. Like, okay, this might be made of wood or plastic. Like, what is this made of? The tablecloth is blue. We want to see out and keep seeing what is in front of us.
Definitely plastic.
Yes, that will take us back to the present moment. Thank you very much. So the challenging thing about sadness, obviously in its pure form, we can't be in the fetal position on the floor recording. Well, I guess you could, but
The scene calls for it.
so, but it's good to practice that pure state of being that heavy that you can't even lift your body up. It's so heavy. It's so heavy that it is pulling down on these muscles here. It is making everything so heavy, and we feel our out, and it pulls us into this state. And I'm not even sad about anything, but I feel like I cry because my physical body is in this state right now. My chin is starting to go. I feel fine right now. I just feel like I'm going to cry because I'm physically hurt. And then I'm out of it. And then I shake it off. And it's not about like, ooh, look at me. It's about everyone can do this. Because we tell ourselves physically what we need to do. So we pull down on these levator muscles. The body is so heavy. We furrow the brow. And it just happens. Your body is so heavy. And if we think about it antithetically, joy was the body's so light. The body's so light, you lean back and you, it's so light, so heavy. You so light and so buoyant. And you're, so light and so heavy at the same time. So those two are like, like this, yin and yang. What's interesting is that with joy, it's very easy to slip into grief because the breath pattern is very similar. Versus the challenge is here in the brow. Your brow, when you're happy, is not really affected. It's the corners of your eyes that want to be. That's why people are always like, I gotta get Botox to get rid of my crow's feet. Here's something interesting. Here's just lots of facts today. It is now an interesting phenomenon with, and no shade, like cool. Like get Botox, get filler, like I'm all about it, do what you do. But it is interesting because they have found in studies that newborn babies bonding with their mothers has been challenged by Botox because we read people's facial expressions, and that's how babies process and all of this. Whether we know it or not, we recognize these eye crinkles as happiness, and that's why sometimes, like, when you paralyze these muscles, it can be a little bit jarring because you're smiling, but your eyes are dead. So you're like, oh, just seem like really happy, but your eyes are dead, so it reads as false.
Sociopath.
Yeah, it reads as false. And we may not even be able to identify why. It's just something strange about that. So it's just something to think about. It kind of sucks because it's like, oh, but I want my eyes to look good. But at the same time, it's like, at what cost? And that's why it's a personal choice and all those things. And maybe just a little bit goes along with it. But no shame on anybody who wants to do what they want to do. I just found that very interesting. Like how much our lizard brain informs, our lizard brain, our primitive brain, informs how we see and perceive and process things, people, places, and we may not even know why. If I'm just be like, that person, for some reason, gives me the ick, and I don't know why. And it's because they talk to me like this. It's because their eyes are
And I get
dead.
the feeling they want to
You
kill
know?
me.
Kind of creepy. All right, so we have 2 more. Perfect. Great on time. Okay. Y'all are amazing, by the way. Thank you for being so game. There are actors who are like, no, I'm not doing that in front of people. It requires immense bravery to get up and do this. So please acknowledge that and know that, like, it's incredibly brave what you've all been doing. So holler. Amazing. Okay, so we've got 2 more. Next one requires a lot of vulnerability and a lot of fearlessness. If you don't feel like that's you, then don't do it. This is the one that I personally have struggled with the most because it requires so much vulnerability. But if anyone is game to do it, and if you're not, I'll do it, it's fine. Yeah, in purple? All right, let's do it. Okay. You can do this. I mean, and we can go low level if it's too much. Okay, so there are 2 versions of this next one. And what we're going to start doing, we're just going to start in parallel again. So a nice way of checking we always want to start hip width apart, because if we're beyond that, it puts excess tension, and if we're too close, it puts excess tension. So we want to be, so what you do is you can take your foot, put it heel to toe, right there, yeah, and then just move the heel back, and that's exactly hip width apart. And then our weight is evenly distributed over all of our joints and muscles and bones and everything. No excess tension. Because tension will put us into some kind of state. So this one, you can just start loosely breathing, nice loose knees. I'm just seeing out, just looking around the room. And you can see feelings, easy breezy, beautiful. And now, it's almost like we're in the shower, okay? So just like gently, just rubbing the soap to the arm. And notice what that feels like. What your hand feels like on your skin. Noticing like, oh, do I have freckles on my arm? How many freckles do I have? But it's peaceful. Because we're by ourselves. We're just in the shower. And then you can move around. And just allow your breath to do what it does. And just kind of like warming up your muscles. Just very casually. You can let your eyes go soft. And then allow the feeling of just massaging your skin. Allow it to take over. And you don't have to even see out of it. You can close your eyes and really concentrate on the feeling. Do these fabrics feel rough? Does it feel good? Is it relaxing? And breathe as you will. Nice. Nice. Now you can invite a smile as you keep breathing. So breathing in and out. Nice job. Very good. Now we can go to the table and just feel this. And close your eyes and just feel it. Just feel like, let a smile come to your face. It's so great. It's so easy. And just feel it. Yeah. I know, it's so weird. I just go with it. It's so weird. I'm just feeling it. But it kind of feels like almost like a weird bend or something, you know? Yeah, it is weird. It kind of feels dirty. Like actually, like filthy. Like it actually kind of feels disgusting. It is. But that's okay, you know, because it's all right. So, we're going to come back to our faux shower, as we're just bringing awareness to what's around us, all of the textures and sensations. And now we're in the booth, and the director's on the other side, and you're noticing. So just do you like hands-on? We can laugh. It's funny. It's ridiculous. Almost like you're falling asleep. It's like you're falling asleep. So that your eyes can just slowly. So we're in the booth. We're still, you know, you can feel your tights or whatever. Like, still jaw open, jaw loose. I know it's a lot to talk about, but it's silly and we can laugh about it. Just laugh. There you go. Yeah, it's silly and weird, all the stuff that I'm asking. So we're in the booth now, and they're saying, Raven. Raven. You see Raven? This scene was about you. What's your favorite food? This scene is about you and a bunch of pancakes. Let's still look out. I want you to imagine that big, juicy stack of pancakes, and they're covered in butter and hot syrup, like warm maple syrup that's like ridiculous levels of gooey and sugary, and it's just like, oh my god, like it's here to take you to the ground, okay? Oh yeah. And we're gonna say, Raven, we want you to say, oh yeah. You're going to say, oh yeah, as you take a bite of these pancakes. You've eaten the pancakes, as your character has eaten these pancakes. And it's like, oh my god, this is the flavor, the texture, the gooiness. Say it with me, okay, so we've got these pancakes. Do you see the pancakes in your mind? So we're going to go, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want people to know how good these pancakes are. Like, I made these pancakes for you, and I want you, it will make me happy to know that you love these pancakes, okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yes, good, good, good. No, you're doing great, Let's say it a little longer, okay? Mirror what I'm doing. Oh.
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 Release your jaw. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Bend your knees. Oh.
Oh.
Move your hips in 8. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Let it fall out. Oh.
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 Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got it. You were going there and then you got there. Just go a little bit more. Yeah, I know it is. Listen, I know it is. This is what I struggle with the most. So figure 8. Figure 8. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I love pancakes. I love pancakes. You can do it. I love pancakes.
I love pancakes.
How much do you love? You love pancakes? You love pancakes?
I love pancakes.
Yes, you do! Yes, you do! You just did the hardest crap ever. I know, because first of all, you feel like, what am I doing? I'm showering in front of other people? Yeah, what is this? The cool thing, so what do we think this one might be? Love? Stone?
Arousal?
So I heard pleasure, relax, arousal, all those things. Say again?
Joy?
Joy. We've done joy, so it's a facet of it. Yes?
Pleasure?
Pleasure's very close.
Lust.
Very close. This is a byproduct of it. Yes. Intimacy
Arousal.
is again part. It's like part and parcel of it.
Satisfaction?
Ooh, so close. So close. Not satisfaction, but here's one. What are our what do we have 5 of? Senses. What is how do we express the nature of experiencing senses deeply? Sensuality, exactly. Does sensuality have to be inherently sexual? No.
Yeah, well, you
No.
can take pleasure from eating good food.
Hell yeah, you can! You ever been to my house? Okay. So yes, it can feel icky, vulnerable like that because in movies and on TV and stuff, we only see usually sensuality depicted in like hypersexual situations. But in reality, sensuality is one of the greatest joys of life because it's like, wow, my dog's name is Pancake actually. And when I get home, I'm gonna get to see Pancake and I'm gonna get to touch his soft, sweet fur and my cat and I get to rub on her fur and like lay on her. There's nothing, icky to do with it, but I love the feeling. Pancakes are so sweet and fluffy, and it's like, that's why we love them, that's why it's such a treat. And when we get to experience it on all those levels of like, oh my God, the syrup, it's so good, then it is that full body experience. We may shut ourselves off from that because does it feel really vulnerable? There's a lot of people here. There's so many people here. And it feels icky vulnerable because it's like, oh my God, you're looking at me and this is so scary. But in reality, we're not judging it. We kind of want to be there. We kind of want to be there with Raven. Like, I wish I loved something that much. I wish I could experience something that much. Yes! And as actors, our job is to convey the human experience and to be vessels for that. Because we want to see and hear what we can't live out. So if we got into the booth and our character is eating pancakes, right? And we got, just an, oh yeah, like, okay, yeah. But if it was like, oh yeah, that butter, or whatever, like, it might make us laugh. Like, there are crazy byproducts in this. But I know how scary it is. And you are so brave for doing this. And I, first of all, like, coming up to that challenge of like, you gotta be hella brave and hella vulnerable. Like, I probably wouldn't have even volunteered. But you did amazing. I struggled with this in these schools so much. They were always like, Molly, you back down for sensuality so much. I was like, because it's terrifying! But it's actually really, really great and so powerful. So, thank you, Raven. Can we get another round? So the thing with the like dry shower thing, two things. This, just like touching the table or whatever, this just brings our awareness to the present moment in front of us. It takes us out of our heads. It's called grounding technique. If anyone, might have gone through therapy for anxiety or anything, this is something that people might use. This grounding technique just brings awareness to the present moment because I cannot think about, my term paper or whatever and the texture of this table at the same time. That's why multitasking isn't actually that effective because we can't process 2 things at once. We just flip back and forth. So if you constantly are like, present moment, present moment, present moment, you can help yourself in that way. Sensuality is the most present moment of all of the states of being, let's say. So you got one more, got 8 minutes. I need one more volunteer, please. Yes, absolutely. You ready? What's your name? Ash. Ash. Nice to meet you, Ash. Okay. So this next one, we're going to do the same thing. So Raven modeled this for us so well. So we're standing hip width apart. You can take your left foot, put heel toe, and then move it around. Yeah, now you're nice and hip width apart. Not too far apart, not too close together. Weight evenly distributed. Bend your knees a little bit. Yeah, let them swing. Oh, let the arms swing. Oh, breathe out. Yeah, just easy breezy, beautiful. Okay. Nice. Bouncing around. Not too hard, just soft. Keep your head and neck up, looking up. Okay. All right. Yeah. Keep looking out. You can look at that painting of the. Is it a lighthouse? Like the top of the lighthouse? I'm not really sure. Oh, not from me, but okay. That's what it looks like. Okay. What is do you like animals?
Yes.
Do you have any
I
animals?
have 2 dogs and a cat.
Okay. What's your cutest pet?
All of them.
How are you supposed to pick
Right.
one? Pick one.
I have to go with my cat only because he's super, super soft and fluffy.
Oh, super soft and
Stress
fluffy.
relieving.
Stress relieving, okay. What's the name?
Merlin.
Merlin. What does Merlin look like?
He's a black and white maned Norwegian forest cat.
Oh my
With
god.
long hair and
Fluffy.
sheds everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna imagine, Ash, that you just got home from the con. Okay, you've been gone all day. Keep looking out. You get home from the con and you've been gone all day. And Merlin, he's curled up on your bed. And he's purring. Yes. Keep your head, keep your neck. Is it okay to put hands up? Okay. Alright, so you're gonna keep your neck balanced like this. Keep looking forward. And imagine you're seeing Merlin. Keep looking out though. We don't want to close our eyes. Stay in here. So we've got Merlin, and he's so fluffy. And he's so soft. And you can almost, you can use your hands, you can almost feel him, you know? He's purring. He's purring. Keep looking out. Keep looking out. And he's on the bed. And he does that rollover thing where he stretches out to you. Yeah. And he looks really adorable, really sweet. He's stretching out to you like this. Stretching out. What do you want to do? Do you want to go rub him?
Pet him.
Yeah, you want to
Hug him, peg him.
So stay
Pet
in
him,
it.
hug him.
Stay in it. Okay, so we're back in it. Yes. Oh, he just purred. He just purred. Yeah, he just purred. And then he's meowing at you. He's trying upside down. He loves you so much. He loves you so much. Yes. Okay, now give me a little bit of a head tilt. Okay. And you slightly come from the other side. Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it. Relax the brow. And smile. Soft smile. Soft smile. Lips parted. Yeah. Oh, keep rubbing. Oh, keep rubbing. Tilt your head a little more. Tilt your head a little more. What does he feel like? You can close your eyes.
Soft, really warm, fluffy. He's just
That
pepper,
part,
fluff,
soft, really
purr.
warm, fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay, now really go into it and tell us. What does he feel like, Ash? You're in the booth. What does this cat feel like? Is he soft?
Yes, very soft, comfortable. I use him as a pillow.
Does he make you want to go to sleep?
Absolutely.
Is he sweet?
Absolutely. For the most part.
Yeah. Sweet. And now bring your volume down a little bit. Oh, is he so sweet? Yeah. Sweet. Does he make you laugh? Yes. Is he soft?
Very
Okay, so tell me all these things. Soft.
soft, fluffy, warm.
Yes. Yes. Now see out. Please see out. Yeah, you're looking at him. He's purring. He's rolling up. Yeah, it's nice. So this one is what we call tenderness. When we tilt our head a little bit and we crinkle the eyes and we look out and we see something that we really love, it's tenderness. So we're here. We might have a little bit of tension in the brow. Not here though, because I can go great, but just you know. And the breath can be as it is with the lips. And it's like we're petting this really nice cat, and we love our cat so much, especially if we can image that thing in our mind. And then automatically our voice changes a little bit. So if we see something that we feel really tender about, we tend to want to like, oh God, you know, we're not like, oh that! Well, maybe we could, you know? So you might have a little bit of like, oh, you're so sweet, so little fluffy bunny. You know, yeah, so that's a perfect model of tenderness. Thank you, Ash. Okay, so we're at time. Thank you so much. Anger, which is stiff, breathing through the nose, jaw forward. A little bit of squint here, pushing forward. Anger, fear, pushing backwards. Against a wall, you're scared. You scan the room. You scan to see incoming present danger. Clavicular breathing, high breathing. Like this. Joy. Bouncy. Little sip of air. This helps this weird little hand where you push out, push it out, push out the breath. Sadness. Oh, heavy body. Heavy body. Hold down on these. Hold down on these. Hold down on these. Furrow the brow. And then it automatically comes. You've got tenderness. She's just, oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you're so sweet. I just love you so much. I just love it. And then we've got sensuality, which is like, it can be anything. Sensuality is a little more chaotic, but a good way in is like, okay, I'm taking a shower, because that's when we're very aware of our senses. Like, oh, I hate this soap, or oh gosh, it's been a long day, and I need this, you know what, Dove, sensitive skin, or whatever, body wash, you know.
Yeah.
This little guy here, this little, you don't have to make it like super sensual. It's also a good warm-up, especially like in the morning or something. You just sort of go over your skin and muscles like this. Quick little warm-up. It brings blood to your muscles, wakes your body up. If you're not feeling like the jumping jacks and all that stuff, just a little bit of a, ooh, okay. And now I'm ready to go. My body's ready. What's my stomach doing? What's my leg doing? Here I am. And then you can, if all else fails, just shake it out. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you again. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
You did it. Thank you. Group effort.